Alright, next I'm going to play something out of D here that's just really a typical kind of phrase or whatever that I would play. So I'm trying to impart my style to you here, and here's the example, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. Again, maybe with a little bit of variation to it. One more time. Alright, a little slower. Obviously this one's got, you know, like a lot of these different variations to them, but starting off with a hybrid pick. So hybrid, and then I'm using the pick. Double stop with the 2 fingers. So I'm using the pick there to pedal on that D note there. And I'm also using it to do that little blues lick there. And then I'm just ending it however I feel. A little slide down sounds good with that diab. So when I'm playing, I either do pick and middle finger or both the hybrid. It doesn't matter. Starts out with this useful little lick right here where you're sliding into the major third of D. And you're so that note's D. You know, and that's a useful little piece right there to throw in anytime you feel like it. Then I'm just sliding up here. So now that so it looks easy, but it's kind of hard to control it. Part you got to be careful about is this. It's hard to play that clean sometimes. So here's the lick really slow, and you know, just do with it whatever you like. Which that kind of sounds funny out of tempo, but you know, if you're you know, I played it a couple times there, so that's how it fits in musically, I guess. Okay, this is definitely another one of those fast double stop Brett Mason sounding licks, which is always nice. So I'll play this one out of E for you. That's pretty much it. It's a pretty fast lick, so play it for you and then I'll talk about it a little bit. A little bit slower. That's the lick. Not much else to say about it. You just got to be quick with the 2 hybrid fingers there. yeah, just make sure your attack is strong, and just work that up to a metronome if you can't play it that fast. So here's the other view. So it's that same kind of thing we've seen before. So not a lot different there. Same stuff. Alright guys, as you can see, this one, it begins in that, you know, real common phrase. So it's just kind of like right out of that major pentatonic. So, and then the little fast part. And you're going down 2 frets, which is a whole step. So it's kind of, the concept of this one's really easy, but it's tough to play it fast and clean, you know. So just practice that one, it's a pretty cool lick. Okay, this is kind of a Jerry Reed-ish sort of lick, I guess you could say. It's out of A. It's probably just best if I play it for you, but it uses a pretty tricky little right hand technique, and that's the key to this lick and making it sound right, because you gotta sort of choke the notes, I guess you could say, but it's better if you just hear me rather than listen to me explain it, so I'll play it for you here. Again. And slow. Alright, so that's the lick. Here's the other angles. So it's going pick, pick, whoop, pick, pick, and then hybrid pick with these 2 fingers on the B and G string. And then finally I'm hitting B and E notes, so. Alright guys, we're starting here with the ring finger on the flat 7 of E, or of A, sorry, which is G. This licks out of A. But anyhow, we're using this shape that I use a whole lot, which is like flat 7, 2, and then major 3. So, that's the first part. The next part, you're just like doing like a G triad with an A in the bass. And that's like an augmented sound, I guess you could say, which is just the, you know, your ring finger staying right there on the G, and you're instead of playing it like this, I'm just lifting my middle finger up and playing both notes barred over with the first finger. So that part's a little different. You're taking your ring finger off and going over here to this E note, playing the B here with your first finger, and then playing the G with your middle. So, and then finally you're switching like this, play that A7, A13, ring finger on the F sharp, pinky on the G, and then finally you're hitting only the A and these 2 notes.